What's up, y'all? Dwayne Pedals here, not pedaling today. So today's video, I want to do something a little different and just chat with you all about why cycling is so damn expensive. So I say that because I'm building up, sort of like revitalizing my road bike, which is a Trek Monda ALR, bought like 2019, so it's an older model, and it's a rim brake version. Honestly, when I was working in New York at Brand Cycling Fitness, I got a deal on the bike, so I didn't have to pay at like market price for it. But these bikes, I was looking at the website giant.com, I was checking out specialized.com at like frame sets, and just thinking about like how I can maybe get my hands on a Giant TCR rim brake version, or maybe even a disc version to like, you know, upgrade or something like that. Until I saw the price tag on that thing was like $3,499 for just a frame set, you know, a frame fork. And to some, you know, that may not be very expensive. And honestly, it's really not that bad of a deal, I guess. But then again, maybe so it is actually. You know, you walk into a bike shop. I was at Sun Cycles just last week, and I was checking out some of the bikes because I had to go pick up some CO2 cartridges. And I saw that like the bikes there were like $12,000. I saw one for like $16,000. And what do you get for that price? You know, they all have different tiers, of course. I was looking at like, what was it? Can't remember the name of the bike, but either way, I mean, these bikes are upward like $16,000, $12,000. And it's just like insane. You know, Specialized S-Works is around, you know, at the base level, what, $11,099 out the door? It's just getting a lot higher than I've seen in years. And so I just wanted to just share how I kind of came up in cycling with those who may be underprivileged, because honestly, I treat cycling like BMX riding. When I used to ride BMX, I just pieced out a frame. Honestly, like, I don't come from a very, you know, high level background where I had money to buy these bikes. So, you know, I came from the struggle, and I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You know, the bikes I bought back in the day, I had to save my summer money that I got from scraping gum underneath tables at my high school to be able to buy a frame when it came to BMX. When it came to wheels, I had to like literally wait maybe months at a time to like save up money to just like buy a wheel set. And I feel like I do the same thing nowadays with like some of my road bike stuff. I mean, look, I have this YouTube channel. It's all about cycling. I'm totally dedicated to cycling. You know, it's my love, it's my pride, it's my passion, it's my joy. I literally eat, sleep, and breathe the sport, so much so that I talk about it in my sleep, and my girlfriend can even, you know, confirm that for me. But, you know, outside of that, I feel like there's like a gatekeeper when it comes to these companies, you know. I'm gonna call them out: Specialized, you know, Canyon, Giant bikes. I think Specialized being the highest tier, you know, like that's a household brand, but like their bikes are upwards $16,000 for like the top end model. My hand's getting a little tired. I'm gonna switch gears here, but it's just crazy. So what I'm trying to say here is that the industry makes it so hard for people to get into the sport. I mean, there's other sports out there like golf that's really expensive as well. But myself, coming from an underprivileged area in New York City, I'm gonna just say it straight out, the hood. You know, I lived in Hempstead, Long Island, New York. I grew up there. You know, it wasn't grass wasn't always green. I'll just say that, you know? And it took me time to be able to get these bikes, and I couldn't afford it. So what I did was just like work my ass off and just try to save every penny I had to try to get a bike, or scrape it secondhand from friends when I see them online. But when kids who are from underprivileged areas want to get into this sport, it's like, no way I'm buying a damn bike for $10,000. My little nephew, he just got a bike. His mom just got him a bike, and the bike, he asked me like what I should get. So I sent him a bike And he was like, hell no, I'm not buying that bike. That thing is $550. And I was like, yo, he's right. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a lot of people, you know? And even me, like, I've been running this YouTube channel for a long time. I have a little over 7K subscribers. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think I would go into a bike shop and just buy a bike for $10,000, you know? That's a lot of money. And what would I do with that money? I'd probably just maybe, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably invest that in some Nvidia stock. Not all of it, but some of it. Across the street here. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a barrier to entry when it comes to getting into this sport, and it's extremely expensive, and it makes underprivileged people who can't afford to buy these things not be able to even get into the sport at all. So what do? They either go on running the streets, or they either go on just doing the basic stuff, playing basketball. Nothing wrong with that. Baseball, soccer, those kinds of sports, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, there's got to be something we can do about that, right? What could we do about it? I'm asking y'all that question right here. Drop it in the comments below. I want to know. But again, back to what I was saying. Pause. Just gonna pause for 1 second. Back to what I was saying. These bikes are a lot of money. So I'm gonna talk about my bikes. Right now, my favorite bike is the Ibis Haka MX. Now that bike I bought during the pandemic. I was also working at Brand Cycling Fitness, so I was able to get that bike at cost. Meaning, I got like that bike for like just the frame set alone. I built it up part by piece, but I selected all the parts of that bike, just like I built my BMX bikes. But I got that frame set. It's retailed for about, I believe it's like $3,000 for that frame. I got that frame set for like, I want to say like at the time, might have been like around $950 for that frame set. And I'm putting it out there because I had an opportunity that I took advantage of at the time. And I was able to get that frame set for very low cost. And being that I run this YouTube channel and I do a lot of like cycling and I talk about cycling and I review products, I was able to get help from companies like Easton Cycling, who were fortunate enough, I was fortunate enough to be able to like have them send me a wheel set that I didn't have to pay for, and other parts as well, like a seat post, the crank sets that I still ride to this day, the Easton EC90 AX, all carbon fiber parts. And I bought other things like the NV bars at cost when I was working at the bike shop. And I worked at the bike shop for the better part of 4 years. And, you know, that's how I had to get my bike put together. And that same thing I did with the Trek Monda. I got that bike at cost too. I bought it from the frame set and built all the parts up and got all the parts at cost. So if there's a will, there's a way, right? Is what I'm trying to say. You can make it happen. But I want to say, if it weren't for, you know, working at the bike shop and having the opportunity to have these deals and these great deals on these bike parts, I probably wouldn't be able to buy a bike just walking into a bike shop. You know what I'm saying? So the last time I did that was when I got hit by a car and got settlement money. And I went into a bike shop to see how much it cost. And I didn't buy it because I just thought it was expensive and I had tons of money at the time. And instead I bought the bike secondhand, and it was a Specialized Tarmac SL4 rim brake. I bought it for like, at the time was like $2,000. I bought the whole bike for like $2,000. Maybe a little more than that actually, now that I think about it. But what I'm trying to say is just like, you know, there is a way to get into the sport. It's going to take a lot of time to just try to figure out how you can carve your way into this sport that's extremely expensive and super high level. So I'm just curious, like, how you all got into the sport, and what do you think? What do you think? Is the sport of cycling extremely expensive for you? How often do you have how many bikes do you have? How often do you buy bikes? You know, I know people who have like 5 bikes. I have 3 bikes, and all of those bikes I bought at cost and over time and built them up piece by piece, part by part. I never ever bought a bike complete. So, and I don't know if I probably would. I just don't know if I would like all the parts on it, because I like specific parts because I know a lot about bicycles and parts and stuff. But the most expensive part of the bike, I want to say, is like these components. The group sets. The new SRAM GRX group set is the Shimano GRX group set is like upward $1,500 for the 12 speed. And frame sets cost around, you can get a frame set brand new for like $2,000 to like $4,000 for like a Trek or a Specialized or something like that. But it's just out of hand. So I'm a big fan of like revamping a bike. Not necessarily like, a lot of these bikes, they just end up in the landfill. Like no one's like repurposing the parts, and not a lot of people are doing that. They just like sell it, and then like, when a frame cracks or something like that, they just like throw it in the landfill. And oftentimes these bikes aren't even built in the US. A lot of them are. That's not to say like a lot of these like bespoke brands are built in the US, and those are super expensive too, So just wanted to drop that in here. Why is cycling so damn expensive? What do y'all think? We'd love to know. Drop your comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm a little sweaty here. I got this iPhone I'm filming off of right now. I don't have my other camera, but I figured I'd just make a quick video, and I want to keep the content going. So let me know if you have any requests. I'll try to make the video about that. And I just came from the gym, so I'm a little sweaty and gross, but I'm not going to try to sell you on my gym, my personal training plan, because I'm not like a certified personal trainer. But if you're interested in like workouts, I did build like a workout plan, and I would totally send it to you for free. So if you want it, just drop a comment below, and maybe reach out to me somehow, whether it's like through a DM or email me through my contact, and I'll send you the workout plan. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you all in the next video. Peace out.